Hello YouTube, Assassin here today, and welcome back to another video on, this time, a Feral Druid PvP guide. This has been requested for quite a long time, and I'm sorry it's taken so long to get into this. I just had a lot on my mind, and it's really about my only excuse. I'm doing this now, and before I get into it, I'm just warning everybody now, if you're looking for an arena type guide, this is probably not going to be for you because I don't really do arenas, don't really care for them, so I'll save you the time. Just look for something else. That way I don't waste any of your guys' time. And, yeah. So I mainly do this because, like, people have asked for it. And I'm a huge Battleground World PvP person. That's really all I enjoy in this game, with the occasional RBGs, of course. So with that, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. First row, what I usually run with is either Blood Scent or Lunar Inspiration. I like Lunar Inspiration more, even though after the nerfs I still enjoy it, because I use it to get the generate combo points where you can use to basically just get those combo points and get the either Rip or First Bite or to Kite, etc. Next row, situational kind of thing. I personally can't really play with the wild shards, but I occasionally play with renewal. It can work. I've seen actually a lot of droids use this as well. You can't really go wrong with it. There's the occasional rare droid who runs Displacer Beast. I don't really like it as feral, so it's really up to you for this row. Next row, Guardian Infinity or Restore Infinity or Balance Infinity. Balance Droid Infinity is pretty good if you want to get some range on your spells. I don't really run with this just because I like Restore Infinity more to keep myself alive while kiting and all that stuff. I do like Guardian Infinity a lot though because the reduced damage taken, because everybody knows Feral Druid is kind of squishy at least a little bit. So there's that. It's really all up to you. It's just personal choice. If you're gonna do RBGs, I suggest running Guardian Infinity because you'll have healers with you. You have no need to run Restore Infinity. And yeah. Next row, entanglement if you want to knock people off. Mass entanglement can work sometimes, but I also just want to, well, not want, I just like Mighty Bash more due to the fact that it's an extra CC, so that's why I run Mighty Bash. Next row. Okay. It got me flamed last time, but I run Soul of the Forest just because the extra energy when you spam combo points, and it's really good with Moment of Clarity, and also for that 5% increased damage. The other ones are not bad. They are not bad. I know this. Incarnation is really, really strong. It's insane burst damage. If you want to use it, use it. But I prefer the Soul of the Forest and Moment of Clarity with Sabretooth. Like, these three, I know they're passives. I got flamed because it's like, Feral Druid easy because of the passives. Like, it's just, there's certain ways people play. People have to think this in mind. Like, think it in mind. There are certain play styles that people enjoy on every class. If you like this build works for me. You might enjoy it too. Who knows? So yeah, Jagger Wounds is pretty decent as well, but I'd recommend playing with both of these, Incarnation and Soul of the Forest. If you run Incarnation, I suggest probably running maybe something like either Savage Roar or Brutal Slash, because maybe those might work more, like maybe Incarnation with Brutal Slash, or Savage Roar. I haven't really experimented with a whole lot with the bunch of talents, but I'm sure like there's a bunch of them that could actually work way more together. Like, for example, World PvP, Loon's Guidance with Sabretooth, you could do that twice. Someone taught me that, and it does the same amount of damage, so that can work too with probably Incarnation, which increases the damage and reduces the cost and stuff. So those could really work synergize well. Basically, and depending on what build, you have to pick your talents, like what synergizes well with each other. So, like, for example, these three synergize pretty well together. Incarnation with Sabretooth and Loon's Guidance work together in World PvP because you can do double Ferocious Bite, because Ferocious Bite does more damage than bleeds. Savage Roar probably works well with Incarnation and Blood Talons, maybe. So yeah, there's just a bunch of builds you could do. This is my favorite build. If I had to pick another build, I'd probably like I said, it would probably be Incarnation, and Sabretooth or Brutal Slash, or let's see, and probably for the last row, Bloodhounds and Moment of Clarity. I don't really run Loon's Guidance unless, like I said, it's for World PvP with the combined might of Incarnation and Sabretooth. So I think that's about the general idea of all these talents. Like I said, it's your personal choice. The first few rows are all like your personal choice, and then actually they're all kind of technically, I guess, personal choice. But the other one, you have to find what synergizes well with you. Like you have to find the right build for you. So this is personally, like I said, my build that works for me. It's probably the best way I can explain it is it's like I said, it comes from all the passive damage, and your main damage is obviously going to come from Ferocious Bite. And yeah. So here's the undertalents I run. I have Gladiator's Medallion, Reinforced Armor. I run Thorns to make rogues or any melee pretty angry because they killed themselves with thorns. So that's pretty nice. Tooth and Claw is actually pretty nice as well, so you can't go wrong with that if you want to run that. Savage Momentum is always going to be my favorite because you need that extra Tiger's Fury for that extra, energy back and the extra damage. King of the Jungle, for every time you have a rip, you have increased damage and movement speed. And Ferocious Wound for the extra reduced health when you go up against somebody. But some of these other ones can work as well, but I'll go over why I picked these right now. King of the Jungle, I like to put rips on everybody. I always am still used to the whole bleed thing. I'm not like ferocious biting like everything. I like to try and get as many ferocious bites, many rips as I can. So for example, this is my standard rotation. I get some Moonfire like maybe twice and a rip and a shred in. Get rip on him, switch to the next target, get some more combo points, and then get 5 more, put another rip on him. Thrash when it's glowing, or shred, it's up to you. I like to use Thrash, so I get everybody up with the Thrash bleed. Switch to your next target. You'll have 3 rips on, and then try to maintain them as long as humanly possible. If you see one's about to wear off, Ferocious Bite, so it goes back up with the Sabretooth talent. And then keep as many as you can, and since you have 3 up, for example, right now, your damage will be increased by 12%. I know it's a little bit hard to maintain, but you gotta try as hard as humanly possible to keep them up. So I know maybe I confused a little bit of people. I try my best to explain things. I'm not the wholly best explainer, but if you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you. As you can see, I do have a lot of time on my druid. I'm Prestige 25. My druid is like my heart to me, so just pretty much always be my main. So I do have a little bit of druid experience. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. See you guys for the next one.